Exclusive. Prince Harry's brutal hidden message to Meghan Markle. An essay about Britain. The Duke of Sussex has released a personal essay dedicated to life in Britain, despite living thousands of miles away in the US. And one expert has revealed a hidden message for wife Meghan in the statement. Prince Harry has raised eyebrows after penning a long personal essay about life in Britain, despite living thousands of miles away after self-exiling to the States. The Duke's powerful statement, in which he expresses deep pride in fighting for his home country, comes just before Remembrance Day, a key event in the royal calendar where senior members will out in full force to commemorate the fallen. Harry's love letter to the UK also comes just hours after announcing his own pseudo-royal tour in Canada, awkwardly clashing with Prince William's biggest royal event to date in Brazil. Former soldier Harry undertook 2 frontline tours to Afghanistan and describes the privilege of serving alongside men and women from all 4 corners of the UK. He calls on people to remember not only the fallen, but the living who carry the weight of war, and urges them to knock on veterans' doors and join them for a cuppa, or a pint, to hear their stories. Andre mind them their service still matters. In the 647-word piece, titled The Bond, the Banter, the Bravery, What It Means to Be British, by Prince Harry, he also discusses what it's really like to live in Britain, and gushes over the charms, quirks and characteristics of his home country. He writes, "Though currently, I may live in the United States, Britain is, and always will be, the country I proudly served and fought for. The banter of the mess, the clubhouse, the pub, the stands, ridiculous as it sounds, these are the things that make US British. I make no apology for it. I love it," and according to one expert, the astonishing address contains a hidden message for Harry's wife, Meghan, and reveals his true desires. Analyzing Harry's choice of words, communications specialist Judy James told The Mirror, "Expat Harry writes in a style of deep nostalgia, fourth country he left. He sounds like so many expats that retain an unrealistic, idealized memory of the country they left too, as though it has been pickled and preserved in another era that might not reflect the modern reality." Despite his normally constant adherence to his love of his life in the US, Harry sounds like a man still yearning for what he calls the banter of the mess, clubhouse, pubs, the stands. Despite this yearning, Judy notes that Harry appears to feel apologetic about his declaration of love for his country. She says, he sounds embarrassed by this reveal. By adding ridiculouses, it sounds he seems to be apologizing to his US audience, perhaps even to his own family, for this admission of nostalgia and what sounds like a sense of longing. This is an important sounding admission too. Most expats yearn for jars of Marmite or English tea bags, but Harry is letting everyone know, including Meghan here, that he's missing a kind of shared, intense, complex humor that he might not be able to get in the US. Meanwhile, in what could be perceived as a live branch to estranged brother Prince William, it is understood Harry released the essay this morning to avoid overshadowing his older sibling's landmark speech at the COP30 summit in Brazil tomorrow. And Judy believes that there's even a pang of longing for Harry's brother William in his personal essay. She says, Harry was a man who grew up and cut his teeth on banter, especially with his brother William. Interviews back in the day show their banter together was relentless, and there is a suggestion that in promoting the word so strongly and emphatically here, Harry is simplying, perhaps subconsciously, how much he misses his older brother. Montecito always looks like a banter-free zone, which is why wedded to see Harry so much in his element during Invictus, and he has an endless supply of ex-military heroes to exchange banter with. The Duke's message came as he gears up to begin a 2-day visit to Toronto on Wednesday, where he will meet Canadian veterans, members of the armed forces community and military charities to mark the Remembrance Day period, which spans the 2-week period leading up to Remembrance Sunday.